train bound low, met up with a gang. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window in the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I made life out of reading people's faith." I just realized that song is kind of like a proverb, right? In a way, a lesson. All right, here we go. Kids, chapter 12 of the wonderful book of Proverbs, found almost in the middle of your Bible, just past the book of Psalms, open in the middle. It's right there. Never read the Bible? You still read the book of Proverbs, man. Ancient wisdom, been around thousands of years. Please tell me how wrong it is. I'd love to hear your thousands of years of knowledge compiled and put together. Is that sarcastic? That didn't sound friendly. He doesn't sound like a Christian. He sounds very judgmental. Well, maybe Christians are judgmental. Some of them are. Are they really Christians? I don't know. Jesus said, don't judge. How does that work? But yeah, we have to make decisions. What's the difference? What's the difference between judging and deciding? Is that stereotyping? What is that? Anyways, questions we all need to think about, right? Here we go, guys. The idea is that you're young. We're all young compared to this. This is old. It stood the test of time. The oldest book of wisdom literature compiled that still exists, that we still read to this day. Kind of cool to think about how old it is, huh? And how young we are and how we're just going to be here and gone like that. All right. Wow, that was kind of heavy for the beginning, especially considering the song, but maybe that's all connected. Maybe life is a gamble. Oh, gave it away. Name that tune. All right. Proverbs chapter 12, read by yours truly, and then some commentary that I'm sure will be witty and not too highbrow. All right, chapter 12. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. Did he call somebody stupid? The Bible called someone stupid? Oh, no. Good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he who condemns those who devise, good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he condemns those who devise wicked schemes. No one can be established. That was my brand new phone. No one can be established through wickedness, but the righteousness cannot be uprooted. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in his bones. The plans of the righteous are just, but the advice of the wicked is deceitful. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the speech of the upright rescues them. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous stands firm. A person is praised according to their prudence, and one with a warped mind is despised. Better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies have no sense. The wicked desire the stronghold of evildoers, but the root of the righteous endures. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, and so the innocent escape trouble. From the fruit of their lips, people are filled with good things, and the work of their hands bring them reward. The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. Fools show their annoyance at once, but the prudent overlook an insult. An honest witness tells the truth, but a faultless witness tells lies. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. The prudent keep their knowledge to themselves, but a fool's heart blurts out folly. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy do not roast any game, but the diligent feed on the riches of the hunt. In the way of righteousness there is life. Along that path is immortality. Okay, 28 passages, 28 verses, 28 full conversations you could have. Wow. I don't even know where to start. That was a lot. Yes, they connected, but oftentimes with Proverbs, these are like meant to be quotes, and so I essentially read 28 quotes in a row that you could really take any single one of those and talk about it as being a life lesson. And yes, there are connections between some, but some are saying very different things. I honestly don't know where to start. I guess the only thing I'll say, I'll touch on the one that kind of jumped out at me, and now I'm not going to be able to find it. Here you go. The words of the reckless pierce like swords. How often have you said something and after you said it, you're like, put that back in? If you're like me, that happens a lot. And you don't, maybe you think you're being funny. Maybe you think you're even saying something that's bonding you with someone. I was raised on a healthy dose of sarcasm. So sometimes I will use sarcasm thinking that, oh, sorry, there goes Kate's project. That was for those of you that are bored, by the way. You can figure out what that said back there. And I think I'm actually bonding with somebody, and then I realize I've overstepped the line, and I said something that maybe was more hurtful and true in a hurtful way than it was fun and playful in a, hey, we're bonding over this kind of way, right? Um, I may even say, oh, you're being an idiot, or don't be an idiot, or whatever. In the context of in my head, I'm an idiot often, and I'm aware of that. So I'm not saying idiot in a I'm better than you way. I'm like, oh, isn't that funny? You were being an idiot. But if my relationship with that person isn't to where that's okay, I've trust me, I've screwed up a lot of things like that. But I like the idea that the words of the reckless pierce like swords. Doesn't say malintent, it just says reckless, just kind of, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. So not only does the tongue of the wise, it's not neutral. It's not, okay, yeah, that was said, and it didn't hurt me, but okay, whatever. It actually brings healing. It's ahead of the game. It's the wise brain, the tongue connected to the wise mind, the wise brain, the wise person is actually ahead of where the person they're speaking to is, in the sense that they can say that thing that not a platitude, not flattery, not oh wow, you're so special, kind of like here's your trophy for doing nothing type of thing. But I mean actually healing. Think about healing. Think of my little guy wipes on his bike the other day, and we come home and we have to dab it with the water, and he's crying, and then we have to rinse it off, and then clean it, get the ointment, get the Band-Aid, and then it's like, oh, okay. I mean we're setting him up for healing. Think of a nurse on the battlefield, or bringing comfort to someone who's in pain. Healing only comes to someone who's already in pain. Healing doesn't show up to someone who's fine. So the difference between reckless words and the hurt they can cause, and then wise words and the healing they can cause. May I be someone who brings words of healing. May I be someone who encourages and motivates and inspires people to have joy and peace and love and forgiveness and wonder in their life, as opposed to someone who brings the opposite. So none of us are perfect. I know I'm far from it. And the great thing about getting older, and not like I'm old, I can stand on my mom and say, oh, when you get older, you'll learn this. No, sorry, Mom. What I mean is, you can learn a lesson. There are 15-year-olds that are much wiser than 70-year-olds that I know. Wisdom does not necessarily come with age. However, experience does teach you one thing for sure, and that is you don't know a lot. I was more certain about more things when I was 21 than I am now. And now the things I'm certain of, I'm more certain of, I think, but I'm less certain about many other things, because life kind of teaches you that. And I think that makes you a little more cautious, hopefully, with your words. So that was one passage of 28. What I would like for you to do this week, or this day, excuse me, is pick out one. Just pick out one of those that jumps out at you, and please make a comment. I don't care if, hey, I liked verse 17. That's good. That's fine. I might ask you what you liked about it, but I would love to see, if you're watching this video, please go ahead and participate. Just make a short little comment. I'm not going to call you out or show up at your door or anything like that. But I would love to see which of these. This is a great chapter to do this with, because there's so much here and it is so dense. One of these passages, when I said it or when you read it, it did hop out at you, and I talked about that yesterday. So that's all I got for Proverbs 12. Name that tune again. I'm going to go out with some jams, as I think most of us know what that song is. And what a great classic song. And by the way, I think it was recorded by Johnny Cash first. I think. Sounds like a Trivia Pursuit question, which people don't even know what that is anymore because of Google. And it's wild. And maybe it's the wrong song. Maybe it was John Denver. I don't know, whatever. But it was another really, really famous artist. And it's incredible how the way an artist takes a song, how it completely changes it. If you've never seen the documentary, by the way, The Movies That Made Us, and for those of you that are a little bit younger, this may not be so fun because you haven't really been made yet. But the idea is older movies, say 15 to 20 years plus older, and the story behind the movie. It's really amazing to watch the creative process happen, and the push and pull between, say, a director and a producer and the actor and another actor or whatever, the set creator and the studio, but just how all that tension and all that pulling and pushing creates this amazing thing that just kind of shows up. And I think that with us as individuals, I don't think this is too much of a reach, but I think that ideas are the same thing for us, right? Those individuals in the creative process of a movie are kind of like the ideas or principles that you can choose to get pulled by or be pushed by or get pulled this way or pushed this way. And that's who you are, is what you're letting influence you. And I hope that the creation that you're becoming is one that is formed by timeless wisdom like this so that you can apply it in your life and so that you can see the benefits of it. And again, wisdom is not something that you have to wait to attain. It's something that is right there for you to have. This this book so far, just the first 12 chapters, it's been said multiple times, and I think it'll be said even more, that it's essentially there for the taking. It's been there since the beginning of time. It's right there. You can just go grab it. No one's stopping you. No one's going to get in your way. All right, well, that's not true. People will probably get in your way, but that's who the fools are that we talk about here. All right, that was fun. Peace out, y'all. Today is for me Tuesday. No, is it Tuesday? Yes. And this is Wednesdays. I'll probably post it tonight though. And if you can tell, I'm doing this not at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not exhausted and trying to be quiet because my house is quiet and I'm half asleep. So hopefully I had a little more energy on this one for you. And this was going to be a short one. See, that's what happens. Well, you're going to learn to find that fast forward button eventually on me. All right, y'all. Have a great day, evening, wherever you may be. I'm out. See you out of me for a taste of the whiskey. I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bombed a cigarette and asked me for the light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gone,